Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and brother, Bill. How you doing?
Baby, it's cold outside. We're doing Christmas, baby. It's motherfucking Christmas. I'm doing fucking great.
I'm Jedi Master Grayson. Today we were talking about our favorite Christmas movies ever.
How dare you ask me? No. We're not. No, first of all, you got it mixed up. We're not talking about our favorite Christmas movies ever. We're talking about the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
Sure, that's what we're doing.
We're talking about the greatest. This is the greatest. This is a line in the sand, people. I'm tired of hearing about this is the great. Oh, I love this one and I love that one. No, we're gonna tell you right now. These are the greatest, and until further notice, until next year.
Yeah, we're.
I mean, there could be another Christmas movie that comes out in like between now and then that just like blows my mind.
We're entering this into the Library of Congress.
Yes.
We're getting a signed affidavit by the President of the United States.
Yes.
That's
already come. The affidavit has already gone through. We're just waiting on this to finish. We got to finish this so we can enter it for the Library of Congress.
Before we get into the top, like each of our tops of Christmas movies, let's go through some honorable mentions. Do you
want to do the honorable mentions first?
Yeah, I mean, I figure. Or do you want to do like 5, 4, 3, 2 honorable mentions 1? How do you?
Let's do it. No, you know what? We're not doing it like fucking Mojo Film or whatever the fuck. Fuck all of them guys. Their lists were terrible. This is the only reason I did a list. I was like, yo, let's do this. We texting, do this list. Let's just do this list. We'll do this list. Yeah. Boom. Because you know what? YouTube has terrible curators for Christmas movies. Mm-hmm. So here we go, baby. We're going to give you the actual.
And once you guys disagree with us, you can just leave it in the comments. Let us know what you
if you don't agree, let me know. We will battle it out. I will tell you why your movies are wrong. I will tell you why. We will tell you why. Look, this is a line in the sand. It's right here on Drunk Banthas.
So yeah, what are your honorable mentions that didn't quite make the tippity top?
Well, we gotta get in some good ones, yeah. Now all of them are good. All of these honorable mentions, they were very close to making it into. But you can only have 5, and then he has 5. Mm-hmm. So then we can only have 5. So here we go. First off, Bad Santa. These are in no particular order, by the way.
No particular order.
Because I had to put things in order anyway, so I can't do that twice. Bad Santa.
Great movie.
Starring Billy Bob Thornton and some fat kid.
One of the better, just like raunchy Santa movies. A lot of people try to like subvert the idea of Christmas and make it was like, what if Santa was rude? Right. What if Santa was violent?
What if Santa stole from people?
Yeah. But this is one of the few like ones that's like, it's really, really well written. Great cast. Yeah.
You like that? You liked it. You liked that one.
Yeah, check out my adult Christmas movies list so you can see where it ranks for me.
That's right, baby. Check this one out. Santa Claus, the first one.
The Santa Claus, yes.
Santa Claus, like it's the clause, y'all. It's the clause that's in his contract.
Clause the contract.
Check that out. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it, punch yourself in the face. Shout out to the company, man.
Another great one.
And Scrooged. I think it's like 1987, 1986. Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Yeah, pretty funny movie.
Bill Murray goes through Christmas like Christmas Carol, but retelling in only one way Bill Murray could tell.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun movie.
Great movie.
That Bill Murray dry wit.
Dry hit. He was doing all of those, actually. Both of them. Let me go to the next one. I got to make sure I don't. The last one I'm going to save. The last one is going to be in order because I want to know that was actually. But anyway, A Christmas Story.
Okay. A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Great
Didn't
one.
make it on the movie. You know, we don't have to say anything. It's a fucking Christmas story. It's
Yeah.
in the title. It's a Christmas story, y'all.
It's a story about Christmas.
If you
I
haven't
haven't
seen
watched
it-
that new one yet. I really want to.
If you hadn't seen that new one yet, but if you hadn't seen the first one, punch yourself in the face. Lethal Weapon.
Next. Lethal Weapon, another really great Christmas movie.
It is. It's about Christmas.
I almost put that on my adult Christmas movie list, but I was like, if I'm gonna start naming I can only choose one Shane Black movie because all of his movies are inexplicably set during Christmas. But yeah,
that was a
love that
rule
one.
that they sent down from YouTube that you could only use one Shane Black movie.
That's the rule I made for myself.
Okay,
because I didn't want to
I just want to make sure they know.
I didn't want to have
People
like
know.
6 out of my 10 be Shane Black movies.
It's okay. You could just also at the end you could be like, Shane Black is the goddamn.
I mean, he's a Christmas goat.
But
But yeah,
my last one.
great entry. Yeah,
My last one. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas. Oh no, this isn't my last one. My last one is gonna be Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown is not
Merry
my last
Christmas,
one. This
Charlie
is the second
Brown.
to my last one.
Okay, that's
That's
a
not my
good
last
one.
one. Merry Christmas,
haven't
Charlie
seen
Brown.
that one in a
Merry Christmas,
while.
Charlie Brown. I love that one, man. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't put you on the list, dude. I love you, dude. I love you.
Man,
Island of Misfit Toys, Randy Rudolph. Island of Misfit Toys, I love you. I'm sorry I had to leave you off the list. I really didn't mean to. Fucking love y'all.
you guys are great.
I'm sad about it,
Remember
but
Charlie Brown goes to the Super Bowl? You remember that movie? We had it on VHS.
Charlie Brown goes to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was a really weird one.
That was actually really. I forgot about that,
We
dude.
kind of branched out to some other, like Thanksgiving. What else can we do? Super Bowl. That's
Yeah.
coming up.
I can't believe you just remember that. It was really bad.
Yeah, that was a weird one. But Christmas, have a great Christmas, Charlie Brown, or whatever the fuck it's called. That one's pretty good.
Hold on a second. I had to make a change here in my order for my actual list. But the last and best honorable mention, and just had to get left off just for logistic reasons. A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Long Kiss Goodnight. That is another.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I just
Hold
realized
on.
that I broke my rule for my adult Christmas movie list because I put 2 Shane Black movies on there because that's definitely on the list. Anyway, Long Kiss Goodnight. Great.
I messed up my list.
Oh, how so?
2. Oh, here we go.
How do you?
3, 4, 5. Bam, I'm in.
Okay, your top 5 is
Wait.
is settled now.
No, I had to get rid of this one. So where is 1? Oh, this is 1 now. Bam. 1, so who's 2? Who was 2?
You guys are listening
Oh, well.
to the Drunk Banthas podcast.
One of these is going to make it back. One of these honorable mentions is going to make it back onto the list. Because I had to get rid of one. I forgot to get rid of one
Okay.
on my list. So,
There's a
stay
little swap.
tuned.
There's a substitution.
So stay tuned. At the end, you will get all of the fucking honorable. I mean, all of my list, and one of the honorable mentions will get back on. Comment in the comments and let us know what your favorite Christmas movie right now is, and like
us know.
this video if you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah,
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Feel free to like and
Every one of
subscribe. We appreciate all of you viewers, even the guys who aren't subscribed. We realized, or I noticed that like 79.4% of the people who watch are not subscribed.
Noticed? Nigga, you went. You noticed?
But yeah. So guys, if you want to subscribe, go for it. But do you want?
If you don't want to subscribe right now. Like that's like subscribe regardless. I don't care how you feel about it. Subscribe. With that being said, do you have any honorable mentions, or you want to just go on through?
Nah, let's just go ahead and get into the nitty gritty. All those honorable mentions were really, really good. Really dug them all. I guess I'll just say this Christmas, just because
Who's this Christmas?
that's the Black Christmas movie.
I don't like that movie.
Fair enough. I guess I'm not gonna say anything else. Anyway, let's
you can say plenty. I just don't like. I don't like that movie. That didn't make my honorable mentions. That's a movie that I just don't like.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's not everybody's favorite. But let's get into our top 5. Do you want to start it off with your number 5, or do you have are these in any particular order, or
you can go ahead with your list first, and then I'll run off mine.
Okay,
and then we're good to go.
Number 5 for me is The Night Before, the Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt Christmas vehicle. Anthony Mackie's also there. Like another movie on this list, this isn't a classic. This is like only one of 2 movies on my list that's not a classic, but it's crept into my viewing list, Christmas watch list every year.
I put my hands on you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite moments. Michael Shannon steals the show.
I put my hands on you.
Everybody in that movie except for Anthony Mackie is great.
Hey, look at me. Get the fuck out of my car.
I need you to give me $80 to get the fuck out of my car.
Oh shit. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's hilarious.
And the Seth Rogen in the church scene is probably my favorite scene in the movie. Where he's like freaking out.
Yeah,
that was great.
I mean, my favorite scene in the movie, we just did it.
Yeah, the Michael Shannon scene.
He stole the whole movie.
Number 4, Klaus. It's a Netflix animated series that is absolutely incredible. I know that most of you guys have not seen it because it hasn't made a whole bunch of noise, and it's a Netflix movie.
I hadn't seen it.
Who's I guess a lot of people are just browsing through Netflix Christmas movies, but you don't expect to see a good one. And this one is actually really incredible.
To see anything good on Netflix.
There's good stuff.
Nobody expects to see anything good.
That's true.
I said no expects.
But yeah, the animation is really great. They do this style where they're trying to combine CG animation and have it just harken to the hand-drawn Disney Renaissance era. And the story is just incredible. It's a really great, heartwarming story about the origin of Christmas. And yeah, it's a really great movie. Go out there and watch it. Number 3, Batman Returns. Batman Returns is incredible.
Batman Returns.
More Batman in the Snow movies.
I'm going to tell you all the plot behind it. Batman Returns.
It's in the title. It's pretty easy to remember.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what you come here for. You come here for astute analysis.
And favorite moment of that movie is probably the mistletoe scene, because I just really love that line. Mistletoe is deadly if you eat it. Kiss is even more deadly if you mean it. And then that's how they realize each other is vigilantes. It's a cute moment. I love that moment. Love that movie.
Your moment about the movie is nothing about Christmas.
Mistletoe. How's that have nothing to do with Christmas? Mistletoe is one of the most Christmassy things in the world. Home Alone. My number 2, best family Christmas movie of all time, or at least in my opinion. I really love that movie. It's just works on so many levels. And number 1 for me is Die Hard. I went back and forth between Die Hard and Home Alone, which one I like more. I'm still not sure that I like one more than the other, but those are my top 2 as far as family and adult Christmas movies, personally. And my favorite moment for that is Han's falling off of Nakatomi Plaza, obviously. Well, no, I guess not obviously, but for me, that's the best.
Yeah, Die Hard is the best Christmas movie of all time. So I didn't put it on the list because you was going to already have it.
Fair enough.
But I do have one that overlaps.
Okay. So what is your top 5?
Oh, let me count the ways. Shout out to Jon Favreau at number 5 with Will Ferrell. With Elf. Now, I wasn't going to put Elf on the list. It was going to make honorable mentions.
Okay.
I even have question marks.
What made it edge into the list?
For me, let's see, this is how you know my list be objective. See, for me, it's not a terrible movie. It's a great movie. It just didn't touch me like everybody else. It touches everybody else. Like I know people who like cry during Elf.
Yeah.
I know people who love Elf. Like I gotta watch Elf. It's a Christmas time. Let me put on Elf. I'm like, nah, bitch. We finna watch Lethal Weapon. I don't wanna watch Lethal Weapon. I wanna watch Elf. Man. Elf is Elf. Fuck. Gotta watch Elf again. So I see people who are royally emotionally affected by it. So that gotta be in everybody's top 5. You understand, Mojo?
Yeah, it's definitely means a lot to a lot of people. I didn't think that I just saw it I didn't have that big of a connection to it growing up as much as other people. People seem to love it. I think that I came to it a little late. At least after like the big fanfare when it first came out, because I don't think I saw it in the theaters. But it's good. It's a good choice.
Yeah. I mean, they're all good. This is the list, right? This is the list, Nicole. So anyway, number 4.
Number 4.
You see this right here, brother? See, y'all don't know nothing about hard times, daddy. Hard times come when you're picking your kids up and you're getting shot at.
I hope this has something to do with it.
When you don't remember who you are and you got to go find out, daddy. And the person you think is your husband try to kill you and put you in freezing waters and try to drown you to death just to realize you's gonna kill him. That's right. When your baby daddy try to blow up the Hoover Dam the Nova Scotia. He tried to blow up all of Nova Scotia because he just didn't get his check, daddy. That's right, baby.
Long kiss goodnight.
That's right, baby. Number 4 is going to be Long Kiss Goodnight. I told you that something was going to make it back onto this list, and that one is the one that had to go.
Sam Jackson still says that his favorite character he's played is Hennessy from Long Kiss Goodnight.
Because I'm a bad motherfucker.
That movie is just, the dialogue of that is just so great. Like, there's so many iconic lines.
It's insane. Chefs do that. There's so many. And it really is a Christmas movie. Like, it's not just a movie set during Christmas.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of Christmas going on. Nativity scenes and
you get Gina Davis riding in the Christmas parade at the opening of the movie,
sitting next to Santa, looking all sexy. It was great. It was a great movie. Put it in right now. I guarantee it holds up. On to number 3.
Number 3.
By the way, Christmas Vacation didn't make either one of our lists.
Nope.
There's a reason.
No offense to you, Rachel.
Number 3. Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way. I can't believe how it didn't even make some people's list when I looked it up. I was like, what the fuck? 20 movies? You picked 20 movies and you didn't pick Jingle All the Way?
Right.
What are you made of? Cement?
20 movies is a lot of movies not to include Jingle All the Way.
I just want to say it made honorable mention. What the fuck? Anyway.
That movie is weird as fuck, though.
It is weird.
It's so goddamn weird.
Amazing, dude. I just recently watched Jingle All the Way not too long ago. It's an amazing movie. Christmas all in it, and Christmas it's all about the meaning of Christmas. And the guy.
Although I dare say nobody learns.
No. You just didn't watch. You ain't watched it in a while then, because Arnold Schwarzenegger's character definitely learns the meaning of Christmas. He has to get the presents, you know what I'm saying? Like the next year, they even have an ending scene where the next year he gets his shit together and he done remembered all of the presents that he was supposed to get, except for one for his wife.
That's the thing that makes it all weird. He's like
he remembered to get everything, but he just forgot to get that one. Look, it's hard to remember everything. She don't work, he do everything. Look, it's hard to fucking remember to go get all the presents pay the bills, fucking do all the shit that I do at work, and then come home and take care of everything.
I dare say that like there's no holiday in the world more than Christmas that the entire universe is telling you need to buy presents like in a month.
I mean,
like
you're looking at it from the perspective of a man who doesn't have a kid and an obvious crazy, like you forgot he was like a crazy businessman. Nigga was busy. Nigga was like this all the time. You know, your mind's gonna be compressed, and he got all those presents. He clearly was trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? He learned his lesson. This nigga didn't have nothing for nobody on Christmas. The first, you know, at the beginning of the movie, he's sitting there with no presents for nobody. Like, he ain't remember nothing. At least next year, he got presents all up under the tree. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it. So, shout out to, and Sinbad. What? Sinbad stole hilarious. The whole fucking movie. And, oh my God, dude. So underrated. When we lose him, y'all fucking really go back and appreciate it. I'm trying to tell you, don't go look at all Sinbad stuff right now. Don't motherfucking wait till he's gone to appreciate it. Number two. Well, I had to change number 4 to number 2 twice, and I didn't put number 2 by it, but it's easy for me to remember. Because there's not one person who's watching this right now who can't recite a song from this movie. A Muppet Christmas Carol.
A Muppet Christmas Carol.
There's not one person who can't sit here and sing something from that.
Yeah. Since we're the only 2 people here, I guess you're right. I'm just joking.
No,
I know that you're talking about it.
There's nobody watching this right now. Right now. Who can say they don't know one of them songs? This is motherfucking amazing. Every single song on there, except for the one where he sings it in the forest, like in the like by the cemetery, like right before he sees his dead body, like sings this song. They cut that in the Disney Plus version. I don't know if you noticed that. That song's not in there. They just cut that whole song out.
Oh, okay.
What is it? Yeah, because he's like watching his younger self break up with his girlfriend, or watching her break up with him.
Right, with the creepy baby, ghost baby.
Right, and then he's like, I forgot about the creepy ghost baby. That baby was creepy.
Forget about the creepy ghost baby.
That baby was creepy.
Yeah, that baby was upset.
But, yeah, I just block it out. I make it more and more transparent in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, they cut that out because we used to always skip that one. That one song, we used to just skip that one until the part where, okay, nope, now we're getting back to the...
Yeah, because that's where it really drags down. It's funny, watching it again as an adult, I do like that scene. Sans creepy baby, but just because of like how sad it is. Like you really see that this is like a weird turning point in Scrooge's life.
Right, but you don't need the song.
Yeah, you don't need the song. It works best without it.
It works for way more, like, it's so much better without that song. It's so crazy how fluid it was. And it's so good that, you know, we're such astute film analysis critics that we already have realized that it is at an early age. Like, oh, we just need to cut this part out. I wish we'd have known how to cut film, and we could have just took that shit out of the VCR. I mean, out of the tape, out of the VHS tape, and then just snipped that part and taped it back. Dog.
If we knew that was a possibility when we were kids, we would have gotten in so much trouble. we would have gotten in trouble. So many movies before we got it right.
Oh no, we would have just got one wrong one time. Just try to tell you. Get that ass whooping, we wouldn't have messed up again.
We probably wouldn't have done it.
Oh no, we would have did it again because we'd been like, that shit was dope. That shit was way better than shit's way better now. I know we cut out a little bit too much, but shit, that shit's way better. I know they don't care, but we care. But yeah,
sorry, no,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna slight detour. I just saw the Fablemans recently. It was really hard to do that shit back in the day, cutting the film and taping it together.
Used to do it all the time. Like if you're doing it, it's not as hard as you're making it out to be, man. We had to do it we had to do it on audio. We had to do it in audio engineering school. So yeah, it's way easier to do it on a computer. But I'm just saying, they did that shit until like the 90s. It was not like. I'm just saying, it's not an impossible thing. It's not as hard as it looks, especially once you get it down and you know what you're doing.
So what's your number one?
My number one is clearly Die Hard, but the number one.
Oh.
No, I can't say that Die Hard's the number one. Honestly, the number one Christmas movie of all time is Home Alone. I mean, it is Home Alone.
That's pretty great.
It is Home Alone. It is Home Alone. There's things that you gotta have for a Christmas movie. You gotta
White people. I'm straight. I just want.
You have to have Christmas. It has to take place during Christmas. Boom. Obviously. It has to have someone who goes on a journey, not just Christmas is happening and this is happening and that happened. You know, you have to have that person have adversity, and then they have to learn a lesson at the end. It has to be a lesson of Christmas with the true meaning of Christmas. The true meaning of Christmas has to come out through your movie in some kind of fucking way. And Home Alone does that, does all those things. Mm-hmm. And it gives you lines that you never forget. It gives you moments that you never forget. There's moments where you feel like you cry. There's moments where you're always laughing. Like, it's the perfect, it's damn near close to being one of the perfect written movies. Like,
yeah,
it's and if they hadn't had so much chaos in the making of it, it probably would be like the most perfectly made movie.
Yeah, who's to say? It's one of those weird things where...
Like Back to the Future or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those weird things where, like, you know, you hear about all these problems that happen behind the scenes, and you're like, would it have been better if they didn't have all those problems, or did those problems, like, create obstacles for them to jump over and then make the movie that they ended up making?
No, I saw the movies that made us. Mm. And what I gathered from that is it would have been way easier if they'd have just gotten the money that they asked for at the beginning, gotten the time that needed at the beginning. It would have definitely been better because you don't have people stressing out about whether or not they have a job, you know. But, you know, John Candy in the movie fucking killing it. Of course, Macaulay Culkin killing it. You know, but yeah, John Candy, all that polka, all that's ad-lib. That dude didn't even, that was not in the script. It wasn't written. They just knew they wanted him in the movie, and he killed it. Probably saved that big chunk of that movie that basically lulls.
Yeah, it would have just been another scene where the mom is getting another ride to another place, kind of like with the old couple. She's already got earrings, dangly ones. You know? It would have just been kind of like that scene. But yeah, he had a little bit more zest to that. He had a little bit more paprika to the sandwich, as it were. One of the I really like the moment. One of the weird moments I always think about is the moment he's in the grocery store and he's talking to the woman, and she's like, "Where's your mom?" I was like, "She's in the car." He's just like lied to her. He's like, "Could you tell me where you live?" He's like, "No." She said, "Why not?" He's like, "'Cause you're a stranger." Like, right. I really like that line.
That's right, bitch, because you're a stranger. What the fuck is your problem? Why do you keep talking to me?
It's like she's clearly trying to, like, help, but she's also, like, going a little too, like... It's like, at this point, you would seem creepy to any normal child.
Yeah, I mean, anybody, any adult, any child, anybody breathing air, you're going to seem weird to an infant. Would think that this is strange. Like, okay, bitch, you didn't ask me. I answered the first 3 questions. Like, why do we need to keep talking about this?
Right. if what's his name? Kevin was just like a little less clever. Yeah, like child services ends up getting called in that conversation. But Kevin's the smartest kid alive.
Well, it wouldn't be child services. It'd be because they were actively looking for the kid. They called the police. The police is actually at fault here because they called the police to come check on the kid, do a welfare check, and they don't even fucking go in the house or try to look and see if anybody's there. They just literally were terrible.
Yeah, this might be an indictment of the Chicago Police Department more than anything.
Yeah. But Chicago, unfortunately for all you other cities, I love them all. But Chicago, if you've never been to Chicago during Christmas, you're missing out. You're missing out. That's the best city for Christmas.
It is beautiful.
So yeah, it was a well done movie. Loved it. Great movie.
Great movie. Guys, what
Number one movie. Number one Christmas movie of all time.
Guys,
Period.
what are your favorite Christmas movies? Adult Christmas movies, family Christmas movies, everything in between. What is your favorite one to throw on this time of year? What's your least favorite? What's one of the weirdest Christmas Netflix movies you've seen? There are definitely a lot of those.
Noel. You know what? We should do one of those.
Oh God.
We should.
Yeah,
do
there are
one
definitely
of
a lot of
those.
weird ones out there. Maybe next year. We already got we got.
I'm gonna look up one. You know what? I don't have to even look at them. I can just look at the screen and just go, that one's terrible. That one's bad too.
Yeah, you can't always judge a book by its cover, but you can definitely do that with Netflix thumbnails.
Netflix Christmas movie thumbnails for show.
Indeed. Guys, thanks for listening. We try to do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos.
Thank you.
It's out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the internet things at The Drunk Banthas.
Yes.
Until next time, stay safe, my little Klauses, and may the force be with you.
That was terrible. But yeah, yo, follow us, subscribe.